everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a really good matchup in the AFC South, featuring Marcus Mariota and the Titans taking on Deshaun Watson and the Texans.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run it again with Miller. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
On second down, here's Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Here's Watson now on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Thompson. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Let's go!
Out of the gun, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Following the interception here, Mariota. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Christian Covington busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Derrick Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Second down, here's Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. A first down carry for Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He locates Walker, complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Delaney Walker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Here we go.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jurrell Casey. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Come on, let's go.
From the gun, here's Watson. Going for the deep ball. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here now, Shane Leckler, 41-year-old punter, to kick it away. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. Out come the Titans now. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The slot man in motion right. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
How about this offense? Feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Hard throw, incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
From his goal line here, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Thompson. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Normally when I talk about DeAndre Hopkins, I'm talking about accomplishments. In this case, I'm remembering that he lost nearly 600 yards in receiving from 2015. He had less than 1,000 last year.
Yeah, and his touchdowns dropped from 11 to 4, so now he's hoping for more consistent quarterback play. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Let's go!
They'll try to run for it with Miller. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That good for 19 and a first down.
Let's go!
Watson on first down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Let's go!
Throwing again is Watson. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's go!
On first down, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
First down throw for Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They go play action. Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Mariota now on 2nd down. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
An NFL update. They're in the 2nd quarter in Baltimore. And the Steelers, they're out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Mariota gives to Henry. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it again with Henry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching. fourth down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Mariota now to throw on first down. Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second quarter in Cleveland, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Suckup will put this one right through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And now out comes Houston. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Let's go!
The final shot before the break, Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So we reach halftime. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Mariota hands to Henry. Room here to run. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. Now after After the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They go play action here on first down. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. So 2nd and 10 here. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Shane Leckler now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll toss it to Henry. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he loses the football a second time. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. His throw incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity. Just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
The Titans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mariota. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Brett Kern now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd and Baltimore. And the Ravens have opened it up a bit, leading by a couple of scores. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Again, it's Miller. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go.
Now a first down throw. Watson got some real estate inside the 30. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run. Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jurrell Casey in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Watson now on second down. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They begin with Henry, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Goes underneath for Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Mariota. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Malachi Dupree that time. And it's second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Elsewhere, they have gone to the third quarter now in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Henry, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Titans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He may not look the part of an inside linebacker because he's so tall and lengthy. But Zach Cunningham can fend off blocks, and he can flat out run and make plays.
He was so good at Vanderbilt. Led the SEC with 125 tackles last year. Wound up a first-team All-America. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Let's go!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the end zone, Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Watson. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll toss it to Miller. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Flex round.
Out of the gun, Watson. Underneath for Miller. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Walker, the tight end, in motion. Second down, Mariota. Davis fighting. He loses the football, and the Texans scoop it. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. They'll let the power game take over with Proch. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Second down, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Fedorowicz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get... And oh, my goodness, he loses it again. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed, they will keep possession of the ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Play clock winding down. The pitch to Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Walker, the tight end, in motion. A toss left. Henry. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. A toss right to Henry. They find some open field here. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. On 3rd down, Mariota. He locates Walker, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On the counter, it's Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And it's now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Bengals. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Again to Henry. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Henry running right. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Suckup. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Suckup will put this one right through. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, they're in the 4th quarter. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Mariota with a knee to the ground, and that should be it. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never